we are going to go to the step by step, okay, in this half an hour. I know I'm little bit, hurriedly doing it because I wanted to complete it. This is the last day, okay, and that's why I thought, I try my best and then give you the article, so you have something to go by. Now we will review the above each section of the Pratikraman ritual with some explanation. Now, Samaik Vidhi, now that one I don't need to explain you more, just to recite the standard Samaik ritual. All right? Now, if you know all the sutras, which I have indicated, which sutras you are doing this step after this step after this step, then you can, even with the article is sufficient to do Pratikraman by yourself. But you should know memorize it, all the sutras. Okay. This section is divided into the 4 groups, the expanded version of the Avashyak. Daily Pratikraman, part 1. Samvatsari Pratikraman, ritual added. Daily Devsiya Pratikraman, part 2. And the ritual, spiritual celebration after the completion of the Pratikraman. So these are the 4 major steps in the expanded version. And then daily Divashiya Pratikraman part 1, 2.1, Aloyana and Pachkan. So you can just to read that major things. All right. And some of the things I just repeated it here. Now 2.1, daily Divashiya Pratikraman. After the Samaik, we started with the daily Pratikraman. First thing we do Aloyana or Pachkan. If you notice it, the Pachkan is the 6th avashyak. It should be done last. But we are doing it right in the beginning. After taking Samayik, when Pratikraman starts, first we do is the Pachakan, Alovena or Pachakan. Yeah. Why we are doing it? Because Pachakan has to be taken before sunset. So, even though Pachakan is the 6th avashyak, we need to take the vow of Pachakan in the beginning because it should be taken before sunset. However, we will recite the 6th avashyak other sutras at the proper place. We just take the Pachkan first. There, so when the proper place comes, we don't have to take Pachkan, we already taken it. And we do the remaining things. So also before we take Pachkan also, we need to do Aloyana if we have taken food or water. Because the tradition is Samvatsari day, we need to do Choviyar Upas. Then if you are doing Choviyar Upas, then you don't need to do any of these Pachkan, any of these Aloyana. Okay? But if you drink water, then you do certain sutra. No, if you are food, then you do some other sutras along with it. Doing Aloyana and Pachkan Vidhi, that is all in Hindi, what I'm explaining you here, that just to see. फिर दिन में पानी पिया हो तो खमा समन इच्छा कारण संदिशा भगवान मुपत्ति पढ़ी ले, मुपत्ति का परिलन करके फिर आहार हो तो 2 बार वंदना. That's all additional things you need to do at the time of taking the Pachkan. Okay, of the 6th avashyak. Now, Chaitavandana begins, which is the 2nd avashyak. First avashyak done, second avashyak. Now this Chaityavandan, this Chaityavandan is different. This Chaityavandan, whenever you do any vidhi, any ritual, first we pray to Tirthankar. Okay, and this is the most yearly important vidhi. So after taking the Pachkan, all right, he said, do the prayer to Tirthankars. This is not the second avashyak. Okay, it is just the formalities before we start the Pratikraman ritual. And we have to do for the second avashyak Chaityavandan later on. And I'll show you at its right place. But before we begin this one, so Tirthankars, by doing Chaityavandan, here we do long Chaityavandan, which is the fourth voice Chaityavandan. If you are familiar of the rituals and vidhis of Jain, Svetambar, Murti Puja, then you will know the fourth voice Chaityavandan is a long Chaityavandan, okay, where the first thoi is dedicated to specific Tirthankar, second thoi to all 24 Tirthankars, the third thoi is to Gnan, and fourth thoi dedicated to Dev Devi. And here what we are doing is this long Chaityavandan we do with the Snatasya. Okay, so Jankinchi, all these things, and then if you know it, it has a 4 stanza Snatasya Stoy, and that's what you do. First one, that is the first Tirthankar, then 24 Tirthankars, then Gnan, and then Dev Devi. These are the 4 one, and what sutras we are reciting, then do the Kausag and do the Stoy and repeat that one for second, third, and fourth. So that's the rituals what we are doing, and here is in Hindi complete ritual of the long Chaityavandan. Okay, that is done. Note, we recite Namorat Sutra first and fourth thought, because in the beginning and end for this long Chaityavandan, beginning and end, we bow to Panch Parmeshti. That's why Namo Rasidacharya Upadhyaya Sarvasadhubhya represents the Panch Parmeshti. Okay. After that, okay, we are doing, after the Chaityavandan, we do Panch Parmeshti Namaskar again, which is Namuttolam and Khamasaman Sutra. Pratikraman Sthapana now. So what we did all preparatory things. Okay. We did the Pachkan, and we pray the Tirthankars. That is before we really actually start the ritual. When we do Pratikraman Sthapana Sutra, that's where the real Pratikraman begins. Okay, this is the Pratikraman Sthapana Sutra. First 2 are the formalities we done over. Here the fourth Pratikraman Avashyak begins, Pratikraman Sthapana Sutra, because this is the fourth Avashyak. And this Avashyak is expanded to include all 6. This is the original fourth Avashyak. Now, Acharyas have expanded this one, and that also called Pratikraman, which is an expanded Pratikraman. It has all 6 Avashyak. So you can just read what sutras you are reciting there. First, Devsi Parikraman, how the real Pratikraman begins. All right. Up to that, all formalities we have finished. And after the sutra started it, we are doing first Avashyak Samaik. Now the Samaik Sutras, this is expanded version That's where the first avashyak comes. Okay. Karemi bante, ichhami thami, tasavutri, annatha, and panchachar ke atichar. That's once you complete that one, you have taken the samay. That is the first avashyak is done. Okay. Then you do the kaushak. One logos kaushak. Or panchachar ke 8 lokar. Atichar ke 8 lokar. Sorry, it's 8 naukars. And then you do the all 8 naukar. This is the 5 ethical code of conducts. Conduct related to knowledge. If you have done any achar, if you have done any violation, conduct related to knowledge, that's a gnanachar. Conduct related to faith and darshan or darshan, that is darshanachar. Then conduct related to achar, charitrachar. Conduct related to finance, tapachar, and the vidyachar. So these are the 5 things. That's what you do. If there is any achar, any violation, if you have done, this is for that purpose. Okay. Then you do the second avashyak, 24 Tirthankar prayer. How we do it? That completes the first avashyak samayik, and 24 Tirthankar prayers. Once you do after Kaushag, 8 Naukar Kaushag, when you do the locus, that is all you need to do to pray all 24 Tirthankars by name. So that's only one sutra completes the 24 Tirthankars prayer. Just by name, we do the Vandan, and that's it. That's all you need. Now the third avashyak comes. Third avashyak, I think in the Pratikraman Vidhi, they said, now you are going to do तीसरे आवश्यक की मोहपत्ति का परिलेन 2 बार वंदन. That's the third avashyak. You are starting from that point. Okay. And once you do Parilen, Mohapatti, and 2 Vandana, that completes the third avashyak. We did the Guru Vandan. Now the fourth avashyak begins. Okay. In this group, the following sutras are recited. Devashyamalo, 7 lakh. Now we are doing the Pratikraman avashyak. Okay. Means Pratikraman, any faults we have committed, then we are naming each one and then ask for forgiveness. Okay. First is the Devashyamalo Sutra, then 7 lakh Sutra, Adhar Papastanak Sutra. Okay, if you notice it, these are all the faults, listing of all the faults. Okay, then Samvatsari Devasya Sutra. Okay, and then we do Vanditu. Vanditu is the long, there are 50 gathas, and that is the Vanditu Sutra is the Atichar for lay people. It is not for monk. Okay. So when we recite Vanditu Sutra and all other Atichars, the monks either they keep quiet or they may be doing Kausag slowly. Okay, because they are not involved. It is only we are doing it ours. Okay. Then Samvatsari Pratikraman Vidhi. After we do all up to Vanditu Sutra, now Samvatsari Pratikraman Vidhi got added. Okay. Here the Samvatsari Pratikraman Vidhi is added. and it is the expansion of the fourth avashyak of Devsi Pratikraman. Okay. Now, in Samvatsari Pratikraman, just to show you, the Vidhi started when the Samvatsari Pratikraman, doing the Vandana, Mohpati Padile and Vandana, everything, you do. All right. And this is all the preparatory for Samvatsari Atichar. Okay. So you can just see, okay, Samvatsari Aloyana, we did it here. After doing the Aloyana, we did the Samvatsari Atichar. Now, Samvatsari Atichar is, let me just show you. Samvatsari Atichar, basically, it is a long things. Not every Shravak would remember it. Okay. It is the Pakhi Atichar, Samvatsari Atichar. It is a big detailed listings of all our violations, into it. Not everybody can remember. And since it is going to be dark, so, and you cannot use the light or anything like that. So they said, if you don't know the Samvatsari Atichar, then you do Vanditu. Second time, okay, the all the Atichars things, Aloyana. Okay. And first monks will recite first four of Samvatsari Atichar, which is common for monks and lay people. And the one which is not common, the lay people will recite that. One which is not common for the monks also, the monks will recite, and Shravak will say just Dhanya Muniraj. They are not involved into it. Okay. So that's why I say they are not involved. But then the Shravak will recite the remaining sutras, remaining atichar, which are pertaining to them. So first is common. After the common, okay, monks will complete theirs, and we are going to say like Dhanya Muniraj. Then Shravak will complete it, okay, there. And sadhus or monks, they will do Kausak, basically. All right. Nothing is mentioned in that what they do, but that's how the tradition is. Okay. And after the Samvatsari Pratikraman, Samvatsari Atichar is done, then you can see Samvatsari Tap. Samvatsari Tap is also important things. Okay. That Samvatsari Tap is in Paryushan. We are required to do Attam. That is the Samvatsari Tap. Attam means last 3 days fasting. That is, but if you cannot do Attam, you can do 6 ambels, 6 ambels. You can do 9 nevi, 12 kasna, 24 besna, 6000 sajjai, means 6000 gatha to recite. Okay. Or 60 naukarwali. They are all same. They know either 3-day fastings, 6 ambel. This is called Samvatsari Tap. Okay. Now, if you have done this tap, you can say Paityo. If you say, I will complete it, then you can say Tahati. And if neither of the two you are going to do it, then either you say Yathashakti, means if I get the time and if I have no energy to do that one, otherwise stay mount. So some people you may see, say Paityo, some people will say Tahati, and some people either say Yathashakti or keep it quiet. nothing like that. And so I'll give you some explanation of the Samvatsari tap. All right. Now, Michhami Dukadam, Sakal Sang. After the tap, we do the Michhami Dukadam. That's the vidhi we just follow. And after the vidhi, Michhami Dukadam to Sakal Sang. First Guru and then Sang. So first we have to do the Guru Michhami Dukadam, whoever is there as a Guru. All right. And if not, we can just say Sakal Sang to Michhami Dukadam. Then Samvatsari Sutra by the monk. Now this is again only for the monk vidhi. All right. With Dovar Vandan, all the things of which we do. All right. We in the past we are not involved into here. This is not our rituals, but now it become the part. And Muni Bhagwan na ho, तो गृहस्थ संवत्सरी सूत्र के बदले वंदित सूत्र का है. So it is another one. Okay. And अन्य सभी वंदित सूत्र को काउसक मुद्रा में श्रवण करें. That's it. Because it is the in lieu of monks sutra we are doing it. Okay. And that's why you don't do anything else except in one position. Otherwise, in Vanditu, no, certain sutras, you standing, sitting down, standing, all that rituals things are there with the Vanditu Sutra. That one you have to do it for your Vanditu, not for monks Vanditu. That's the point I'm trying to say. Okay. So sometimes people get confused why it is like this and why it is like that, because these are the logic behind it, what they are giving you. Okay. Then here is the second or third Vanditu comes. If you know the Atichar, then you don't have to do that Vanditu. So I'm just trying to give you all permutation and combination as much as so I can in a time. Then we got to come up with the preparation for the 40 Logas Kausak, which is the longest one. And Fir Karemi Banti, and that's the ritual with the in the blue color, what I explain you. And then you do the history of these 40 Logas Kausak is you do 40 Logas up to Chande Sunni Malayara, which is 25 Sampada. There is the 25 pause. Sampada is a pause. Okay, so 40 Logas time 25 pause makes it 1000 pause. Plus now one Navkar mantra we recite, which is 8 Sampada, and makes that 1008 Sampada Kausak. Okay. In Chaumasi Pratikraman, we do 20 Logas Kausak, which is 500 Sampada. And in Pakhi Pratikraman, we do 12 Logas Kausak, which is 300 Sampada. The Sampada is the pauses, how many times you pause, okay, during the Kausak. The monks, Samvatsari Khamat Khamana. Now this one comes to conclusion. And now we are coming to the Samvatsari Khamat Khamana. And you finish the month's Kamat Khamana. And if there are no monks present, okay, then only you do like Khama Samano, put your hand on the Charavala and or Katashnu, whatever, okay, and just do the rituals, just a motion only, nothing else, okay. And after that, that completes the Samvatsari Pratikraman. Now we are going to complete the daily Pratikraman part 2. So some Samvatsari portion of the Pratikraman is completed here. When 2.3 starts, now the daily Devasiya Pratikramam